All right. Now we're going to get into the meat of the show. With the NBA playoffs coming up, we're going to give our predictions and kind of talk about what we've seen in the series so far, and also the NBA draft lottery occurred this past week.
Hey.
Let's kind of run it down a little bit. Go ahead, Rick. List the top 10 picks for the folks there.
Okay, so we got number 10, Philadelphia. That's a great trade they've done the past couple of years when it comes to draft picks.
Yeah, they got that pick from the Lakers trade, right?
Yep,
Okay.
yep. Number 9, New York. Number 8, Cleveland. Number 7, Chicago. Number 6, Orlando, who seems to always be here. Number 5, Dallas. Number 4 is Memphis. Top 3, Atlanta 3, Sacramento 2. Another perennial draft lottery team. And number 1 is Phoenix.
Phoenix finally got their number 1 slot. They've been asking for through their performance over the years.
They have.
So, at number 1, who are they taking? Well, who are they taking and who should they take?
Okay, so number 1. So this is weird. So they got Slovenia's they got Luka Luka Doncic. Slovenia's coach. Got his coach on that roster.
Yeah, Igor or something like that. He has a crazy name. Go ahead.
Like a Slovenian. Yeah.
Slovenovic.
Huh. Then you also have your boy, Arizona's backyard, my man from Zona, DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah.
So either way, those are going to be the top 2 picks if you ask me. It just depends where they go at.
Okay.
I've heard nothing but great things from Luka. I heard he's doing wonderful over there with Real Madrid.
He plays soccer.
Was that? Oh, get out.
He plays soccer.
No, Real Madrid has a basketball team too.
Oh, never heard of that. No. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's over here trolling me. I think Luka. They said he could be a ball handler alongside Booker, but I think he's more of a playmaker. I feel that everybody's trying to do like a Ben Simmons thing. Oh, you're big and tall. All right, play point.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
he's a copycat.
Yeah, exactly. And there's nothing wrong with that. But not everybody's built like Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is like a almost like a mini LeBron James, but you just can't shoot. But enough about him. Luka is going to be a great NBA player, I believe. DeAndre Ayton, I told you, I got to watch the man play live. And when February, I went to I was in Arizona, so I caught a Arizona State game.
Okay.
And DeAndre Ayton is easily the most dominant person on the court. But it's times where he can disappear. It's times where he's not as aggressive when it comes to getting boards.
Well, what does that tell you? Because we heard that a lot about Ben Simmons when he was in college.
It tells me 2 things. Either A, he's just done with college. He doesn't really want to be there like most of these guys. Or B, he can just disappear in the middle of games.
Yeah, I think that shows a little bit about his character, regardless of the reason.
Exactly.
He's still capable of disappearing on you, being uninterested.
Yeah, and that's just one game I saw him in. He's had other great games.
Well, he did that in the NCAA tournament. They got
against
blown
Buffalo.
out.
Yeah, they had like 3 NBA players on that team, and they just didn't show up to play. And immediately after the game, I'm going pro. All right, bro. So this is on your mind. I mean, it's of course been on your mind all season, but it's like when LeBron took that Cleveland jersey off after Boston. Yeah. It's like no remorse. Like, yeah, season's over. Well, NBA, here I come. About to make my millions. And shout out to you. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it, but it's still a level of tact you should have.
Yeah, exactly.
This is where you're headed with that.
Exactly. You got seniors on that team that play their last game on the team. Yeah, you can't just be out there. Well, fuck yeah, I'm going pro. I'll see y'all boys later. What you gonna be doing?
So
working the enterprise.
What are you doing with your summer? So there are a lot of misnomers about DeAndre Ayton because he's 7'1", 250 pounds, and like you said, body's NBA ready.
Yes.
He came out and said he's not a center; he's a power forward. You see that?
You're a power forward. In that case, all right, so this is the NBA today. Power forward today is not a power forward back in 2000. A power forward today can be an Otto Porter. A power forward today could be a Paul George. A power forward today could be, of course, Draymond, undersized still. These guys with guys that kind of body, they could switch up and they could pick up guards.
Tweeners. It's crazy because, not to cut you off, but those guys like a Draymond Green, he wouldn't have made it in the mid-2000s.
Hell no. He wouldn't have had a position at all.
Remember how hard it was to slot Antoine Jamison and like hide him on defense because he was big, but he fast enough. He wasn't big enough, I should say, to check power forwards, and he wasn't fast enough to guard small forwards. He was one of those tweener type guys.
Yeah.
Great player.
Oh yeah.
Offensively, especially those crazy, whatever shots. I don't even know what you call them. Those floaters and those flick shots he had. But just not to digress. Like Draymond Green, these guys that claim to be power forwards. Now it's just like, I guess it's the golden era of the tweener player. But this guy's
the tweeners became stretch fours.
Yeah.
And the game changed.
Is he a stretch player? He has a jump shot.
Yeah, but I don't care about you being a stretch player. Can you guard? If you're going to say you're a forward, that means you got to be able to guard point guards off the pick and roll. DeAndre Ayton guarding Russell Westbrook. DeAndre Ayton.
He's not a defender.
Yeah, and then you're a center then, straight up. Go down there and guard Embiid on the block, or Embiid going on the post. Guard him. You have the speed and size to take him on. But Steph Curry in the pick and roll is going to eat you alive. Kemba Walker's going to make you look stupid. John Wall's going to make you look dumb.
Yeah.
You can't. No, you're not a forward, dude. I mean, offensively you can play the 4. Defensively, you're going to stick back there on the 5.
He might just be one of those type players where he is great offensively and you got to kind of cover for him defensively. I mean, his body says he should.
A liability in today's NBA too.
Well, one of them is in the Western Conference Finals, about to be MVP.
James Harden.
Yeah,
that's true.
I mean,
that's true. But James Harden's
he's proven you can build a team around him and then have everybody else play defense.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that going to be for 8? But anyway, and then you said you said 2 guys are going to go 1 or 2, and the other one was Luka Doncic.
Yeah, Luka.
And what do you like about him?
I think the man's game is silky smooth. Of course, European, already given you can shoot. There's a little question about him with we put a little ball pressure on him that he may chuck up that rock. But I think that all comes with just training and time. I think the dude could be an excellent pro. Actually, we're over here on NBADraft.net. I want just for the people just look up his NBA comparison.
Doncic is an Ernie Grunfeld wet dream.
Oh, could you imagine if Ernie Grunfeld got his hands on him?
Oh my God!
It's his comparisons. Tony Kukoc or Hedo Turkoglu. I love Hedo Turkoglu's game too. Probably one of the most underrated NBA players, you ask me, to ever come over from Europe.
He was, man. I think that whole Orlando team was extremely underrated. The Orlando team that made it to the finals against the Lakers in 2009.
Yeah.
Rashard Lewis, who was a very underrated player. You see him in the Big Three, and people may laugh and say Big Three, but I think the Big Three lets you kind of see what these players one-on-one games are all about. And this guy's 6'11", he's a shooter. You had Turkoglu, 6'11", shooter, ball handler.
Yeah, point forward
type, right? Before his time.
Scottie Pippen.
Yeah. And Doncic is smaller than a Kukoc at 6'11". Doncic is 6'7", 6'8". But he's kind of like one of these combo guards, a point guard / shooting guard, and you say he's good enough to be drafted number 1.
Yeah, I'll keep him at shooting guard, small, the 2-3. It's for the position.
Phoenix already has a shooting guard.
They can still take another wing.
So we're gonna have 2 shooting guards.
He can play the other side of the wing. Like the NBA, I mean, you can say 2-3, but I just call him his wingman.
So who are you taking number 1?
If I'm Phoenix, I'm taking Ayton number 1.
I'm taking Ayton as well.
Yeah, you can't teach 7-1.
You can't, and I think with Josh Jackson at 6'7", 6'8", Devin Booker at 6'7".
Devin Booker's ready to break out.
And he doesn't. I don't think Devin Booker needs another guard taking away from his touches. I think this is kind of similar to what we see in Washington with John Wall and Bradley Beal. You know, I've said 1,000 times to you, there's something awry in that relationship. And I'm not saying they're not cool off the court or they hate each other, but their games do not mesh well together. And it's to the point where you see a Brad Beal developing his handle, getting his own shot. He's not this Klay Thompson catch and shoot type guy. And Klay Thompson is even developing a floor game where he's able to kind of put the ball on the ground and at 6'7", rise up and shoot or lay the ball up. And I think Bradley Beal's game is expanding, but then you have John Wall, who's used to, as he would say, spoon-feeding his guys, and there's kind of like a butting of heads there on that team. So you don't want that to happen with Devin Booker, who's your up-and-coming star, who will be, a fourth-year player, I believe, or third-year player. Just a young burgeoning all-star type player, and then you add another guy who's going to take away from his touches. I don't think that works. So DeAndre Ayton to me fits here perfectly. He's already in Arizona, which is very interesting.
You already got the fan base fired up.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I go Ayton here.
Yeah, get the local boy.
Who are you going at number 2? Sacramento's pick.
Oh, Luka. Vlade Divac. That whole organization's international, pretty much. I don't think there's one American running anything up there. So yeah, they're taking the foreigner.
So it's Americans and just foreigners. So I'm a disagree with you here. I think they should take Marvin Bagley, and I'll tell you
You
why.
don't need Marvin Bagley. You already got
Don't say Cauley Stein.
Do you consider Bagley a power forward or a center?
It's hard. You know why? Because I think the way the game is played in the NBA now, positions are like irrelevant.
That's
to
true.
an extent for most teams. I see Bagley as a great offensive player who can get better with a little bit more strength, as long as he doesn't lose his agility. He has a feel for the game, which you can't really teach. Like Ayton is a very athletic person. We go Mo Bamba, who has all the metrics with a 7'10" wingspan and all of that, right?
Right.
But there are certain guys who are just hoopers, and Bagley is a hooper, and he's 6'11". You pair him with a guy like Cauley Stein, who can take the bumps and bruises, get the big guys off of him. They would just need more shooters to give him space. I don't see Aaron Fox as an offensive player. So I think Bagley kind of fits that mold to kind of give them an offensive presence.
You know how bad you said spacing. You know how bad spacing would be on that team. Aaron Fox can't shoot.
They got Bogdanovich.
Bogdanovich.
He can shoot from
so
half court.
put him with Luka.
Put him with Luka, then you take the ball out of De'Aaron Fox's hands.
De'Aaron Fox is a point guard. Do point guard things.
What's that?
Distribute.
Okay.
Run the floor.
Okay, and then while he's doing that, what is Doncic doing? Just he's just going to spot up.
Bogdanovich, they're doing your scoring.
You just like the rhyme there. You just want to see Doncic and Bogdanovich.
Hey, you're not going to diminish me to a rhyme scheme.
Okay.
Now, put Luka's like they drafted Luka, dude. Now, Luka's available. Vlade Divac's taking that motherfucker.
All right. Well, you agree.
He's not passing on him.
So, are you proud that you're agreeing with Sacramento's moves?
No, I'm not. I'll probably take a shower after the show's over with. But for right now, it's just the right move. I mean, the guy's available.
Okay.
It's as easy as Ernie Grunfeld picking John Wall number 1 overall.
So where do you see Bagley going? Where's
Atlanta.
him fit? And they just got Collins.
Okay. Is Collins a game changer? Is he a franchise player?
I mean,
Or is he a solid individual, a solid big man?
I'll just say he's developing. Can they develop together?
That would be it depends what Atlanta wants to do. They don't even have a coach right now. What is your philosophy? Like under Budenholzer, their Spurs system, they could definitely run with both of them.
He's gone.
But he's gone now.
Yeah.
So who was your coach? What is the system he's trying to bring? What he's trying to implement?
Very true.
I don't know. It depends on your coach is. I would say pick Bagley because he's the best available player right now.
That's what they're going to do.
Yeah, you always pick BPA in the NBA.
Yeah.
I don't care if you have a point guard already. Just pick BPA. At the very least, you could trade him for another asset.
I see them. Well, in my mock lottery, I see them picking Doncic to kind of give them somebody on the perimeter that teams have to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
Develop Collins down low. The only thing is, I know I've been talking about pairing up 2 guards that are kind of combo guards because they have Schroeder down there. But I think Schroeder at 6'4" and Doncic at a 6'8" will work out better than a De'Aaron Fox and Doncic. But either or. It's either or will work out, but we'll see. We'll see who's right on this one.
Yeah, we'll see.
Memphis, they are projected to pick up Jaren Jackson Jr. Do you see them kind of holding suit with that, or do you have somebody else in mind for Memphis?
Yeah, I think it's pretty solid.
Okay, he's a 6'11", a 235-pounder power forward. His comparison is to Sharif Abdur-Rahim.
Listen, he heard a long time.
But
he played with him too.
Yeah, Sharif was nice.
Sharif was a man.
Yeah.
Very underrated. Another one of those Hedo Turkoglu types.
Like Rashard Lewis said. Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah. So, that's who they're comparing him to. They say he's a a good rebounder.
They just need talent down there.
Energy, athleticism, all of that.
Yeah, anybody right here except for Michael Porter Jr. would be a good pick for them.
Okay, you said except for Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah.
Okay, so they have, I've seen a number of things for Dallas at number 5. They have Michael Porter Jr. going to Dallas. They have Mo Bamba going.
Mo Bamba.
You say Mo Bamba.
Dude has a 7'10" wingspan.
Okay.
Sold. Enough.
That's it.
7'10", and he's from Texas too, and he could ball.
You think do you think it's the other players that we mentioned, Ayton, Doncic, Bagley, Jackson? Do you think that talent-wise that he's up there with those guys, or is he good at number 5?
Offensively, I would like to see him develop a little bit more, but that presence down low. Are we talking about a rim protector in today's NBA?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mo Bamba's that man.
Mo Bamba has a nice little jumper that's slept on.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'll give you that right there.
Yeah, so...
But when it comes to big man, I'm going to see like a big man post move.
Oh, you're not
like a go-to.
You're not going to see that anymore.
Yeah, I know. That's unfortunate.
It is, because we just said this about the copycats and all of that.
Yeah.
There are most of these teams out here trying to play like Golden State, and they're awful. Look at these playoffs, man. All these guys trying to just play like... You have Steph Curry, Klay Thompson. We said that we hear this ad nauseum, but
yeah.
I just need to restate it. Steph Curry, greatest shooter of all time.
Right.
Klay Thompson, who rivals him as greatest shooter of all time.
Right.
Then you have a 7-1 sniper, 4-time scoring champion on that team. They can play like that.
Then you got Draymond, the Swiss Army knife.
Swiss Army knife. Can't shoot a lick, but but you still have those 3 guys and a Draymond. They can play like that.
Yeah.
Most of these other teams don't have that talent.
You don't have that. That's all world talent.
So you draft a guy like Bamba, or even some of these guys they've drafted over the years, like a Joel Embiid, Nerlens Noel. These guys on my list, they were all drafted by Philadelphia. A Jahlil Okafor. You don't know how to develop them because you want to mimic what Golden State has going on, what Cleveland kind of had going on, but you don't have those players.
There's different ways to play basketball that you still win.
Right, you can beat those guys up, or what the Rockets are able to do with Clint Capella. Kind of develop your big man. I
love Clint Capella's game.
Yeah, develop your big man according to their strengths, not according to what the Golden State Warriors have going on.
Anyway, Clint Capella be shooting threes.
It's insane to me. No, he's perfect the way he is and what he's doing for that team. So we have Mo Bamba going to Dallas over Michael Porter.
Yeah, I got Michael Porter dropping.
Where?
All right, let's go. I'll tell you where I got him dropping it. Or Orlando. Orlando's going to take Trae Young.
Woo!
Yeah.
Trae Young going number 6.
Yeah, Orlando's going to take Trae Young.
Do you like his game? Did you watch him in college?
Yeah, I did. I do like his game. I know there's a lot of people say that he started to slack off in the year. His game was as tight, but I mean, motherfucker, I'm carrying the Oklahoma Sooners by myself.
Yeah.
I'm putting up pretty much all the points by myself. I'm getting exhausted out here doing all this running around by myself.
Yeah.
So, yes, I can see that. It's like LeBron in the series right here. You're doing everything by himself. Yeah. That's why his defense looks terrible.
Yeah.
I got to do so much offense. It's hard for anything else. The only thing is that Orlando's just a bad organization. I don't know what's going on down there. They traded away great players, Oladipo. They signed bad contracts, Bismack. And I just don't know, dude. Aaron Gordon's about it. Who knows what they do with Aaron Gordon? They may just let him walk. But Trae Young can. I think Trae Young drafting him put butts in seats because the guy was. The guy was a highlight reel.
Yeah,
and that's attractive.
The danger of that is you go to an organization that's poorly ran. You don't develop. I did like Trae Young, but I feel like this era is going to hurt him because I feel like Trae Young is the type that is going to need time to develop. Now, with everybody going one and done, he's not going to be able to develop on a college level. And that may not be a bad thing because you go to the NBA.
You don't think it's NBA ready?
That's what I'm saying. This era now, everybody's NBA ready as far as you're going to have to go when you're hot. You know what I mean? Will you be successful in the NBA? Not necessarily, but that doesn't mean that you can't grow and develop. You look at a player like Terry Rozier, who's killing it in the NBA playoffs.
He's going to start one day.
Eastern Conference Finals, but he was in the G League for a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's just the sign of the times. I see Trae Young as a guy who is going to have to develop physically, which the NBA will give him an opportunity. Going to a team like the Orlando Magic, he'll get exposed to playing at the highest level day in and day out.
Oh, he's starting day one.
Yeah, of course. You get drafted in the top 6, you're going to be starting right where you should be. Shout out De'Aaron Fox. But you get that exposure. You get to play against grown men and all that. You get to train with NBA trainers, the nutrition, all of that great stuff. It's just I feel like the narrative is going to be written about him too early, and I feel like he's more of a second, third year type of player. His game is what the NBA is looking for as far as entertainment value, but
Right.
I don't know if it will translate because in the NCAA tournament, some of the later games I saw him play, that wasn't necessarily basketball to me. That was kind of just what's that big baller brand? He looked like LaMelo Ball to me.
Yeah, his game needs to be reeled in, but he had such a green light down there. And like I said, there's nobody else on his team that was doing too much of anything.
Yeah.
So I mean, he had to do magic tricks out there.
Yeah.
Let's see him in a nice. You know where I really would love to see him go at? In San Antonio.
Yeah, a place that can develop
Pops
him.
get a hold of him, let them train him properly, and then unleash him on the league.
Yeah.
And that system will have him playing down there. Another one, Miami. I think would be a good spot to him. I'm very high on Eric Spoelstra's basketball IQ.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, I think we're in agreement of just going to the right situation that can develop him. But like you said, more than likely it's going to be a team that needs to put butts in seats, and his name rings bells. That's why I believe, he left after his freshman year. He's going to get that bag, and they're going to rely on him to, sell tickets. So let's move on to Chicago. So we have Orlando taking Trae Young. I can see that. I can also see them taking Michael Porter Jr. But his name isn't out there as much. I think interesting thing about Michael Porter Jr. Is that Tracy McGrady said that he reminds him of himself. So
you already know Michael Porter Jr. is going there.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Chicago.
Chicago's next.
Yeah.
Who they got on there? Who they got going there? Is it Bridges?
Wendell Carter.
Wendell Carter. That's not a very sexy pick if you ask me, but Wendell Carter's a solid basketball player. Yeah, Chicago seems like they're doing low key. They're doing the right thing. They tanked a lot last year, but their draft picks and their moves have not been bad. I like Zach LaVine. I like Laurie,
Yes.
that rookie they got.
Yeah.
I like what they're doing down there. They had a nice streak of games where they were just winning.
Yeah, I mean, once Levine came back from his injury, one of the most underrated players in the league. I just want to see him emerge.
Healthy.
All the athleticism in the world. He's an underrated point/combo guard, very underrated.
Mm-hmm.
I see him kind of exploding like Drew Holiday did in this year's playoffs.
Yeah, okay.
Then you have Lauri Markkanen, as you mentioned, a 7'2" guy who can extend you to the 3-point line. They have some vets down there with Robin Lopez. Maybe you get
not getting any playing time.
Maybe you get a young guy in there that can kind of learn from Robin though.
I think I may like Bridges here, but Wendell Carter. What's his NBA comparison?
That would be a reach for Bridges, I think, out of Michigan State.
I think Bridges
Chicago
would fit well. I think it would fit well with that team though.
Did you want to know Wendell Carter's comparison?
Yeah.
Juwan Howard / Al Horford. I don't see that.
I don't either. It's like one Al Horford, and Al Horford's such a crafty player.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's not a bad comparison. Juwan Howard.
All I know about Juwan Howard really is that baseline 15-footer.